What's going on YouTube? Is your boy, aka J Marv here with another Thursday. I hope a little bit sad about tonight. Sorry for the lag as we are. But I was saying excited about tonight. Sorry, like always, having technical difficulties. I restarted my Wi-Fi before I went and decided to go live to make sure that this didn't happen because they said it was the right thing to do. I did it. I'm still acting up, but like I'm saying, excited and sad about tonight. We all received sad news nationwide today. The passing of the great one himself, the Hulkster. Um, I couldn't believe it when I first seen it. I was just like, nah, because people do a lot of things just for like, you know, publicity and stuff. That I thought I was going. Sorry, I got the song cut and cut. I don't know. Wi-Fi's acting up, trying to fix it. Right. Got to back up. Can anybody see me? Can anybody see me? If you see me, say hello. If you don't, sorry. Again, it's Thursday. My Wi-Fi decides to act up always on a Thursday. I don't know why. Don't know why it does this. I apologize. I am live from my phone, as you can see. Sorry about the Wi-Fi in the house. Don't know what's going on. I'm actually watching myself right now on my own computer. The Wi-Fi is working again, but I'm not gonna take a risk. So we're gonna keep it on the phone for now. As I was saying in the beginning of my live stream, today I'm excited about what we're gonna talk about, but at the same time, it's a sad day, being the fact that we all got sad news nationwide, worldwide, the passing of the great one, Hulk Hogan. Like I said earlier in the live stream before this Wi-Fi started acting up, I don't know if anybody got that. My apologies, but I was shocked. I'm sure everybody's shocked. Like I'm a fan since 1990, and since I was 7 years old, Hulk Hogan was the reason why I got into pro wrestling myself, and to see such a wrestling icon and such a childhood hero just pass away the way he did is depressing, and I'm gonna clear the air right now. A lot of people have been saying negative things about him, positive things, and listen, I understand, I get it, but what I'm gonna say very clear here is, I was a fan of what he created in pro wrestling. His personal life, his personal beliefs, whatever he did in his private life, that was his own thing. I wasn't a fan of that, but what he did in pro wrestling, and what he cemented and basically established to where pro wrestling is at now, like that's what I remember as a child, and that's what I was a fan of. And like I said, to see a childhood hero just pass away the way he did is pretty sad. Like I ain't not gonna lie, like I broke down earlier. I'm 41 years old, and it hit me. I was like, damn, like this is crazy. You know, it's sad. It's unfortunate. You know, my condolences to the Hogan family and to his friends and to all the fans nationwide. There was a Hulkamania fan, and will continue to be a Hulkamania fan like myself. It's just a very sad day in pro wrestling itself, and in life in general. Like it's just crazy. Like it goes to show you that not everybody, nobody's invincible. That everybody has his day. Everybody, and it's just like it's sad, man. Like I still can't believe it. I'm still in disbelief. I can't believe that, Hulk Hogan is dead. I'm just grateful that I got to meet him last year. I got to talk to him. I got to tell him that, I was a fan since 1990. I remember I threw up the rip him for No Holds Bar. And he got excited about that. He's like, "Oh man, brother, that's old school, man. That's so that's so sick. That's fire." He's like, "No," he's like, "I didn't think anybody remember that." I said, "Come on, man, you gotta remember that rip him." And he was like, "Yeah, rip him." So then the second time that I got to meet him, he was doing the beer signing, and I got to meet him. I did the rip him, and he remembered me. I had a little conversation, brief conversation, took the picture, and we was on our way. But it's just sad, because at the end of the day, you don't wish death on nobody. And to be a fan and to see and hear and just wake up to that news, like, your childhood hero just passes away from a heart attack. I was like, wow. Like, I'm still like, wow, Like I said, it's sad. It's just sad in general. Like I said earlier, my condolences to the Hogan family and to his close friends and to nationwide, all the Hulkamania fans and, worldwide. I just can't believe it till this day. I just can't believe it. That's all I gotta say. Like, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. I got some figures here tonight that I'm gonna be unboxing. I got a figure here that I forgot to unbox last week because I was so excited about my tattoo that my son was doing on my leg that I completely forgot about the tattoo. Not about the tattoo, excuse me, about the figure that I had to present before I got off the live stream. And when I got off the live stream, I realized it and I was like, oh my God. I was just literally talking about this and I just completely spaced it out because I was so anxious trying to get off the live stream because my son was waiting for me. He was like, "Listen, if we don't do this now," he's like, "I'm gonna go to sleep." So long story short, we finished my tattoo. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted pictures of it on my Instagram. It is a pro wrestling tattoo related to Bray Wyatt. I'm glad I'm live on my phone. If you guys see me, comment. If you guys don't see me, I apologize. But as I'm live through my phone, I'm looking at my computer, and it's just continuing to do the same thing. Lagging. And it makes me wonder, since I don't have a StreamYard account no more, and I'm basically just doing the free one. I'm not trying to talk crap about StreamYard because I love StreamYard. It makes me wonder, does it have anything to do with that? Are they trying to tell me that, yo, if you don't want to continue to use our services, you better get back on the payments? So I'm like, what's going on here, huh? So that's how I'm like, nah, but like I said, my Wi-Fi be acting up. I don't even know why, man. Nobody's home, just me, myself, and my girlfriend. And my boys went out to the movies to go watch the Man of Steel, Superman. I meant to say Superman, the new Superman 2025. And I'm like, great, you know, better service in the house. Nobody's on the Wi-Fi. But no, that's not the case. It's still telling me, haha, guess what? You're going to have shitty service regardless. And I am so glad that I'm live on my phone because, yeah, I would have been screwed right now. Yeah, solo layout because I'm the only one. My phone is the only thing working right now. And that's crazy. It is crazy. I gotta be live on my phone because my internet is acting up. And it's definitely the Wi-Fi here because I got 2 people watching me, and I'm sure nobody's gonna be watching me if my phone was lagging. So it's definitely my internet in the household because I'm watching my computer right now and it's still lagging. But my fear is if I close the page here, would it exit here? Because I started the live stream originally on my computer. So my fear is that whatever I exit the page and it just, you know, kicks me off the live stream here too. So I'm like, And I have, you know, stuff that I wanted to show you guys from the San Diego Comic-Con sneak peek from the wrestling figures. Also, you know, besides the fact that, you know, we started this live stream a little bit sad news with Hulk Hogan's passing. May he rest in peace, by the way. Today, the John Cena Ultimate Edition dropped from Mattel's creation. That figure sold out instantly. Like, I'm not even surprised. That figure sold out like. And then, of course, you go on Mercari and you got people selling it for double. Not even double, more like, yeah. I'll say double because the figure originally goes for what, $50 evenly. So I believe with the shipping and the taxes comes out like $60 probably. So they're already selling on Mercari for like $85, $90, and I'm like, damn, these people don't play. And I ain't knocking nobody. I get it. I'm a figure collector myself, and you know, I get it. Sometimes you want to buy double or more than one, but it's basically on the website. It says 2 per I believe shopper or person. So like, that's cool, you know. So whoever basically got 2 are definitely gonna try to make double or triple out of 1, you know. So I get it, but at the same time, it's like, damn, bro. Me personally, when I sell stuff on Mercari, is something burning? When I sell stuff on Mercari, I don't try to sell it for double. I try to sell it for a good decent price. Like right now, I got 2 Jason David Frank White Ranger and Green Ranger autograph figures, autographed by Jason David Frank. May he rest in peace. Also, another legend. And even for Tommy, I cried. Now that I think about it, when Tommy passed away, I cried too. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are childhood heroes. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how we lost Tommy, like, not too long ago, and now, you know. And then there's also Ozzy Osbourne. You know, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. You know, like, we can forget about him. And also, oh my God, what's his name? The guy from. Oh my God, how can you forget this? It's my childhood memories, and it came in 3. You know, it's crazy, but it's just sad. You know, it's a sad week. Fans in general, pro wrestling fans, music fans, and it's just like the Cosby Show. There you go, Cosby Show. The son also passed away. You know, like, it's just crazy, man. Like, there's so many things going on in this world, and you know, I have to say, like, this is one of the reasons why, you know, when COVID started and everything, like, I started basically, like, not that I wasn't collecting, because I was always collecting, but I wasn't showing off my collection. When COVID started, basically when I started, like, doing my YouTube and everything, and it's because I always give the credit to my boy Hector. Even though I don't keep in contact with him like that, but, you know, that don't mean nothing. Real recognize real. And that dude always was like, yo, bro, you got a sick collection, you know. You gotta just do YouTube. He's like, I got my little YouTube channel, you know. And he's like, I don't do it to get famous. I just do it to show my, you know, to show my stuff. He's like, and communicate with people, and, you know, and do that. You should do that. He's like, you got a sick ass collection. So I was like, yeah, you know, I've been thinking about it, but I'm just like, And I always been a little bit camera shy, even though I can handle myself properly behind the camera. But I always been a little bit camera shy. You know, it's just me being honest. But it's crazy because growing up, I was in talent shows. I was in dancing shows. I was always involved in something that had a big crowd. While I'm growing up in my household, since I'm Puerto Rican, here my mother used to always play salsa, merengue, all that stuff. So I grew up always dancing around people. Always. Like I remember my childhood partner was my best friend Elba. And me and her used to always dance in the parties. And I remember we was like, yo, like I think like 6, 7. It's around the time when I was watching wrestling. When I started watching wrestling with my pops. I remember it was every Saturday night. My pops used to throw the TV on and we'll have his beers. I think it was always Heineken's father. It's Heineken's team place. And we just watch wrestling Saturday Night Live main event and just watch wrestling and see Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy and Ultimate Warrior and all these larger than life wrestlers. As a kid, you're just sitting there like these guys in your eyes are like gods, icons. Like, oh my god, like they're so sick. And it's like growing up and being a pro wrestling fan, I have to say, what up, bro? My bad that I'm going live through my phone, but my Wi-Fi again is acting up and I ain't taking no chances. Here talking about Hulk Hogan's passing and how, my pops used to watch wrestling with me every Saturday Night Live main event. And like, it's just crazy, bro. Like talking about the also passing of the Cosby son passing, Ozzy Osbourne. It came in 3. It came in 3, bro. Yeah, bro, I hear you. Hulkamania forever, even though he was tight. Yeah, I hear you, bro. But I was expecting that because a lot of people's been saying crazy things, and I was like, I get it. It's like I was saying earlier, bro. I was a fan from the 90s, you feel me? Back in the days, like larger than life, like I was saying before you got on icons and all this stuff, how you get on TV and you see these big ass dudes that are like gods to you as a kid, and it's like, but yeah, rest in peace, man. Like it was crazy. Yeah, Malcolm Jamal, yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Came in 3. Malcolm Jamal was first, Ozzy Osbourne, and then Hulk Hogan. And they always say that it always comes in 3. You feel me? But it's like, damn. It's like I was saying here, I'm just glad I got to meet him last year, But yeah. Bro, I had 900 Hulk Hogan toys. I hear you, bro. You remember yeah, hell yeah, bro. Let me tell you something. I was telling my girl that the other day. I said, if my moms would have never got rid of if you watching Mom, shame on you. If she would have never got rid of my wrestling collection, bro, I was a big Hulkamania. Like as you can see, it still to this day, big Hulkamania fan, bro. And I had it all, bro. I had the rubber figures. I had, and I think about all that stuff, and I'm like, that's so crazy, bro. Like when I see it today, I'm gonna teach my kids about collecting. I feel like, hell yeah, bro. Let me tell you something. When you have a positive hobby, bro, and you have something to look forward to, and you try to stay out of trouble and all that drama stuff, I think it's one of the main reasons why I don't get into trouble no more. Like, when I was younger, I was always collecting, but I was more in the streets. I was ignorant. I was young, So now that I'm older and I basically raised my kids and I have more time to myself and, just raising my kids on my own all these years, and little by little, the collection just got bigger. You remember, bro, when I used to live in Hoffman, I had the Superman collection. I had the Scarface living room all hooked up. He's like, I'm gonna start collecting. You better. I thought he was already collecting. Yo, facts. WWE, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, them shit's worth money. Hell yeah. Not cards, nah. Man, I am so glad I'm on my phone because my Wi-Fi is lagging. Laggy, bruh. It's crazy. I restarted it. I did what it asked me to do. Was like, yo, restart it. Once you restart it, you should be fine. You know what I'm saying? And I restarted it, and that shit was like, nah, I think I got a code tonight again. So you're out of service, buddy. What I'm gonna do when I get off this live stream, I'm gonna see what's going on with this Wi-Fi. If I gotta move it somewhere, if I gotta place it somewhere, or because this is crazy. It shouldn't even be doing that because it's directly connected to my computer. It's not like it's Wi-Fi. No, it's internet directly connected to the computer. It's not like it's just wireless. So it's like it shouldn't even be doing this at all. So I'm disappointed that it's actually doing this because every time I go live for some reason, it wants to do this. I could watch a movie all fine. And you see, mommy, my mother's watching me. I knew she was watching me. That's what I said. Aquí con la camisa de Jorge, ya tú sabes, representando. But yeah, man, like, this kind of ruins my thing tonight because I was going to show you guys a video from the San Diego Comic-Con 2025 sneak peek figures they got going on. And I'm sure everybody that is a collector seen that yesterday. And whoever hasn't seen it, sick figures coming out soon. That's all I got to say. Man, I'm scared that if I shut this down, Ethernet, sorry. Mother Met is the way to go. Mother Net, okay. Oh, you said Ethernet. Okay, Ethernet. For real, I'm gonna look that up, bro, because yo, I don't know what's going on with this shit. Damn. Oh, no internet, the wired. Yeah, like it's crazy, bro. Like it's just connected directly to my computer. So it shouldn't even be doing this, Like I understand is the opposite. Yeah, I know, you smart ass motherfucker. I know what you mean. But yeah, like always. But yeah, like I was saying, like it's connected directly to the computer, so it shouldn't even be doing this. And the fact that it's doing it like it's wireless and it has to like ask permission to go live, or it's just ridiculous. This is the second time this week. I mean, last week it did this, and not this week that it's doing this. And like I said, last week I forgot to I'm laughing because me and you are always bullshitting each other. I forgot the last week to basically unbox this figure that I had, bro, because I was so excited that my son was gonna tattoo my leg. So I was like, I bet. Boom, 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 boom. I'm talking about the figure. As soon as I get off the live stream, I'm gonna work on my arms to start streaming. Yeah, bro, you should, honestly. Let me know. Maybe we could do a collab and do something together, talk about wrestling. That'd be dope. But we used to always do that anyway back in the days. Always talk about wrestling. I got a new tat. Yeah, I got a new tat. My son did a tattoo. My 18-year-old, God bless, my 18-year-old. My 20-year-old son. My 20-year-old son started doing little tattoos, and he did this sick-ass tattoo on my leg. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, bro, but I posted it. He did a Bray Wyatt tattoo on me. And like, I'm not even lying. I'm not even trying to overreact because he's my son. But yo, he killed it. He really killed it. Like, I'm surprised that he did such, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, the way, what the hell's going on now? The way my son made it look, it looks professional. Like, I'm not even lying. Like everybody that I show the tattoo to, the tattoo to, they're like, "What's that?" I was like, "My son just said tattoo to me." They were like, "Who did that tat?" I was like, "My son." And they'd be like, "For real?" And I was like, "That's his first tat that he's done." And they was like, "Yo, that looks professionally done." And even me, like when I seen it, I was like, "No, that's crazy." But my son's been drawing since he was young. Brandon, you know that. He's always been into art. And he's gotten to the point where he's so fire at portraits, and he's been practicing pigskin and everything, like for like about a year, 2 years, with the tattoo machine. And he just got to the point where he was like, "Yo, I'm getting so dope at this. Let me try if I could do it." So he asked me one day. He was like, "Hey, can I do a tattoo on your leg?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'll pick it, and you tell me if you want to do it." So I picked a couple of tattoos, and the first ones that I picked was basically the Bray Wyatt logo with the. Yeah, right. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's exactly what I told him, bro. Right now, I want him to do the internship, like with tattoos and everything. Like, continue to work where he's working at, but on his days off, try to go to like a tattoo parlor and basically like become like and little by little do his thing. But it's like I say, bro, like his first tattoo and to look like that is so fire. God bless him, man. Like he has such a great talent, and I'm so lucky. That he did that on me because I was like, "Yeah, boy, I paid him $350 for the tattoo." Like, probably more than that because it's a big piece. Like, it's a big piece. I wish I could get up right now and show you guys, but it's like I would have to bring a ladder in here and look like a prostitute on a pole. I don't want no singles thrown at the screens. I want 20s and 100s because these legs is brolic. He won't ever feel like it. Because he would. Yeah, bro, exactly. Like, he was in his head when he was doing my tattoo. He was like, "Oh, Pa, how you think it looks?" And then when he was tattooing me, he's like, "You good?" "Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah." He was like, you good?" I was like, "Yo, bro," I said, I got multiple ink done. I said, and I have people that, are heavy-handed as hell. I said, so right now, and that's what I liked about him too. He's so light-handed that it feels like he's not really like doing much. So, like I said, man, he got a talent, and the fact that he's been practicing for a while now, and I just keep encouraging him, like, listen, this is your first one. Now I want to do something else on me. I want to do something on my arm. So he was like, "All right, just let me know." So he's trying to do something together, but he has all his little equipment already, the stencil things, everything. So I'm just glad that he's been listening and paying attention over the year because he was little. I've been telling him, "Listen, if you keep doing this, by the time you reach a certain age, you're going to be crazy nasty with it." And he's done portraits for people like in paintings and stuff. He's done multiple things, shirts, stuff like that. So for him now to take it to the next level, and I'm like, and then he's receiving a new tattoo machine, I believe, tomorrow. So he's taking it pretty seriously. So that's fire. Let him do smaller ones. So it's funny because I told him that I want some shading in between my tattoos. I want some shading, and I wanted to redo some of my tattoos. So he's like, "Bet." And he's like I said, like not because he's my son. Yes, Oscar, what's up, brother? Yes, today is a rough day for wrestling fans. I agree, bro. I agree. Losing the Hulkster today, and just any wrestler in general, but the Hulkster, the man that basically, started it all. For me, as a kid, 1990s, I was a Hulkster fan. Look, I got the Hulkamania figure right here, brother, with the shirt, brother, ripped up shirt in the back. I was gonna unbox a Hulk Hogan figure, and I realized that it was this one. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna unbox. I'm just gonna leave it in the box. But yeah, I got a Hulk Hogan figure right here with the bandana on his head. Like I said, it's no secret that I'm a big Hulk Hogan fan. And yes, it's unfortunate that he passed away. He actually, I believe, had a birthday coming up August 1st. If I'm not mistaken, it's Hulk Hogan's birthday. He was gonna be 72 years old. Yeah, I agree, Oscar. We definitely lost an OG today. And it's crazy because we met him, we met him last year and we got to talk to him and everything. So, even though it's sad news, but I'm glad, and fortunate one to have met him and be able to tell him how much of a positive impact he was in my life as a child, you know, because growing up in New York City in the Bronx, you didn't really have a lot of possibilities, you know, a lot of positive things to look forward to. Mi ídolo, no lo creo. Yo sé, mami, ¿verdad? No lo puedo creer tampoco que se murió el Juan. People were gonna scrapping for them figures, 8 or 9. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie, but I wasn't HOGAN fan when the video tape was released. I hear you. Trust me. I completely understand. Because with me myself, I'm Puerto Rican, and you know, like growing up and seeing your childhood hero just say negative things, it was devastating as a fan to see that. You know, to see negativity coming out of somebody that you looked up so positive so positive to. Like it's crazy. So I understand, you know, but it's like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not a fan of his personal beliefs or whatever he did in his private life. I was a fan of what he did in pro wrestling and what he created in the 90s for myself as a kid. Like I said, 7 years old, watching somebody that big and that, you know, this dude looked like a Greek god, you know, in a wrestling ring, and anybody else around him looking so small. And then the one guy that was bigger than him, he body slammed, and that was Andre the Giant. So it's like I say, you know, but it's just sad, man. It's definitely a sad day for pro wrestling fans. I lost a lot of respect for him. I hear you, bro. But his legacy is still what it is. Yeah, bro, exactly. Just like, yes, bro, good. That's perfect. Just like Chris Benoit, what he did was wrong, but can't deny he was badass wrestler. Bro, facts. And to this day, you know, I question that. Did he really, you know, was he really the one that, because there was I think a documentary released about that Chris Benoit story, and Raul Guerrero himself said that he was talking to Chris the night that happened, and that Chris Benoit was on the phone with Chavo, and then Chris told Chavo over the phone, "Hey Chavo, I'll call you back because I just heard some noise in my house, and it sounded like it came from downstairs." Supposedly, Chris went to check out the noise and never called Chavo back. So it makes you wonder, you know, like Chris did have beef with his ex-wife's, with his ex-wife's husband. You know, she was married before, or not even she wasn't married. She was seeing a wrestler, and they had beef. So I always question that, you know, like, did Benoit really kill his family, or was he set up? You know, and I'm not trying to be that controversial dude, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I just have faith in people, you know, and it's like, damn. But it's like, at the end of the day, man, like, there's a lot of fucking evil in the world, you know? Shouldn't happen there for sure. You just never know. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Trust me. I hear you. Like, I seen this video the other day, you know? And me as a father, it scares me because I think about my daughter. But I seen this video the other day of this dude that just walks by. This little girl picks her up, bro. Just randomly picks her up, bro. And slams the little girl on the floor. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know, yo, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I was snapped. Like, that's just crazy, bro. Like, it's just people, you know. It's like I say too. In New York City, I'm from New York. You guys know that. We're from there, but it's like in New York City, I feel like there's a lot of mentally disturbed people walking around. They are not taken care of, and I can say that from experience. You know, I don't want to bring it up because it's a personal problem. It's a personal thing that happened to my family and everything, my brother. But ever since that incident that happened to my brother, I believe more in my heart that there's definitely a lot of mentally disturbed people walking around New York City that are not taken care of properly. And are in the streets walking around doing all this crazy shit, and then people wonder why New York City is so fucking bad. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. Like, I think about that stuff all the time, bro. Nah, but you ain't lying, bro. I wanted to show this video, man. This thing is acting up, man. I'm so mad right now. acting up hard body. Are we back? Are we back? Can you guys see me? Both screens is on.
Both screens is on.
I see 2 bars. I see one bar. I'm gonna keep this one on just in case. Because right now I'm not trusting my Wi-Fi. Is acting like I owe him money, and I'm past due.
Acting like I owe him money, and I'm past due.
You see? You see? That's why I stay here. Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, we see here. Okay. All right, I turn up the mic. I turn up the mic on the TV, on the computer, I meant to say. But yeah, man. Let me get into the figures that we're going to be unboxing tonight, even though I got a list of figures that I wanted to talk about. The first figure that I didn't mention earlier was the John Cena figure that dropped today from Mattel's creation. Basically, let me open this up a little bit because it's hot. My AC is not on in my room. I should definitely turn it on, but it's not on. But yeah, John Cena Mattel Creations figure dropped today. The Ultimate Edition figure. If you guys are not aware of that, go check it out. That figure sold out instantly. Also, we got the Ring of Honor Briscoe figures bundle release on August 2nd, 2025. The Briscoe Brothers 2-pack. I can't wait for those figures to drop. Might get them, not too sure. Then we got also WWE Ultimate Edition, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes 2-pack. I believe they're already ready for pre-order. They still haven't sold out, and I believe they ship by Halloween 2025. Then, like I said, I got a list, man. I was writing stuff last night from all the figures that I'm interested in adding to the collection or just look sick in general. They also got the WWE Series 15, WWE Superstar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior, George the Animal Steel, Nikolai Koloff, and these drop also September 2025. So like I said, there's a lot of new figures coming out. I wish this internet was actually working properly so I could play the video that I have going on in the background. But, of course, again, don't know what's going on. But you just open them all the time now. Nah, not all of them, bro. If you notice, I got a lot of figures behind me that I haven't unboxed. But there's certain figures that I do unbox. Like I was saying earlier, I got this Hulk Hogan figure here that I unboxed. But there's a lot of figures that I don't unbox. Like my Ultimate Edition figure that I haven't been unboxing. My Elites I wouldn't unbox before. But I do have some Elites around me that I haven't unboxed because I don't want to unbox. For certain ones, if I have doubles, I do unbox. And certain ones, if I feel like they've just been in the box for so long and I'm never going to get them signed because either the wrestler passed away or I'm never going to get to meet the wrestler, you know, then I do unbox them because I look at it like, yeah, I could make money out of it, but if I don't want to get rid of them, I'm just going to keep them in my collection by unboxing it. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. I'm just talking about the ones that I want to buy. Every time I see you opening one, I hear you. Trust me, like I said, I was really against unboxing figures. But I got mad messages coming up. What's up, nerd affiliate? I see you, bro. I see you. My Wi-Fi's acting up, so I'm live on my phone. Let me see. I see you, bro. Like I said, the Wi-Fi is acting up. And I'm live on my phone, but I'm trying to show everybody's messages through my computer. Damn, it's hot in here. I'm sweating like I'm out. I got Rick James, baby. Dave's Dimension, what's up, brother? Rick James in the house. I'm live through my phone, thank God, because like I said, my wife has been acting up all night. Don't know what's going on. You're skipping SummerSlam? Yeah, as much as I wanted to be part of SummerSlam, I can't, man. I can't. Now until I find something better. Like right now, the job that I have is not the best job in the world, but it helps with the bills. And it just doesn't give me the opportunity, is the word that I'm looking for, to enjoy these shows as much as I used to when I had my other job. But you know? What else? Everybody watching, 8 people watching. I appreciate everybody watching. And guys, don't forget to smash that like button, share it on your platform, let them know your boy Jay, aka Mr. Fucked Up Wi-Fi is on. Effed up internet, I meant to say, because it's not Wi-Fi. It's connected directly to my computer. Don't know why it's doing this. I unplugged it, replugged it. Huh? Yeah, like this is ridiculous. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Can't even show the messages or anything like that. It's like just acting up nonstop. It's ridiculous, I say. Ridiculous. There we go. So the first figure that we're gonna be unboxing here tonight, even though I got his autograph already, haven't been able to meet him, but I did get a private signing, and I basically was able to get his autograph. Here we have from Series 21, Mr. Jimmy Hart. Hulk Hogan's manager, Jimmy Hart himself, another wrestling icon. And with this wave, you have to get Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, the Iron Sheik, and of course, Jimmy Hart. And we got all of those. I actually have Iron Sheik in front of me. I got Andre the Giant somewhere in the back. I got a chase though. That's the reason why I'm not unboxing him. He's a chase with the red tights. We already got the Iron Sheik unboxed right here. Let me try to take him out without him knocking anybody else over, because I got so many figures in front of me. Right here we have the Iron Sheik. Sheiky baby! Hulk Hogan, son of a bitch! Rest in peace! Because that's what the Iron Sheik would say. Like I said, it's a sad day in pro wrestling, but the Iron Sheik was one of those dudes that any chance he got, he will fucking say how much of a piece of shit Hulk Hogan was. I used to be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? But it was always funny, you know, because like even when he used to say to Hulk Hogan just look at him and be like, whatever. But it's like, you know, pro wrestling legends right there. But yeah, here we have Jimmy Hart. About to unbox this bad boy. Here we go. I don't know if anybody else is writing. If the phone, I don't know if the phone started freezing too. Can you see me over there? It's not acting up. No, I'm just saying, like in general, can you see me? Because this shit got me. You got the even my phone service got me questioning. Like, is it okay? What's going on? Yeah, we have Jimmy Hart. So we have multiple unboxed Hulk Hogan figures. We're gonna have Jimmy Hart coming out the box. And check out his sick attire. I'm so glad I unboxed this figure because check this out, man. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute what Jimmy Hart is wearing right now. It's a perfect occasion. I'll be unboxing Jimmy Hart right now. I want you guys to check out this sick attire. Check this out. Jimmy Hart attire. Hulk Hogan in the back. I remember as a kid seeing Jimmy Hart come out with this suit. And I was like, yo, that's a sick suit. Walking out with Hulk Hogan. I believe Hulk Hogan had the cowboy boots. But I think I got it in my box also, if I'm mistaken. Well, my wrist is just cracking right now. But yeah. Sick figure. Jimmy Hart with the blowhorn. I got a Jimmy Hart 8x10 frame autographed by him. And I also got the blowhorn autographed put away. But yeah, we got Jimmy Hart with the Hulkster himself. Yes, sir. Once again, man, rest in peace to the immortal Hulk Hogan. It's just crazy. So crazy, man. American made. So crazy, man. Jimmy Hart comes with 2 extra hands. I want to customize my Stone Cold figure. I want to be able to cut one of these fingers off and put it on Stone Cold's fist, like it's looking like a middle finger. I've been thinking about doing that for a while. Don't be surprised if I do it soon. But yeah, got Jimmy Hart out the box next to the immortal Hulk Hogan. We always gotta take the inside of the box out because I collect these over here and try to cut them down and make frames out of them. I haven't done it yet, but I do cut this out, try to cut it a certain way and try to frame them. Because, you know, you'd be surprised what you could make out of things that you already have in your collection that other people maybe look at it as garbage, but you can make frames out of them. Why not? Instead of going out there and spending mad money on something that you already got, you can just easily, you know, cut this out and frame it. You know what you're doing? You know. But yeah, I believe, I don't know if I mentioned these. Oh yeah, I mentioned the last one that I mentioned was the WWE Series 15 Superstars. Now, I was gonna say also they also got a Raven figure that is set to be released as part of the Grapples and Gimmicks line. So they got a Raven figure coming out. I don't know when because I haven't seen the release date yet, but I'm hoping that it's soon because I am a big Raven fan. And I would love to add a Raven figure to my collection. I haven't had a Raven figure since he was in WCW. And like I said earlier, my mother would have never got rid of my collection when I was younger. I would have my WCW collection, my WWE/WWF line, all these figures. But, you know, let me stop it. My mother would be like, you know what? I'm not going to like your videos no more. You're an asshole. Let me stop. But yeah. Also, they got the Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels DX Target exclusive dropping soon. I believe it's dropping next Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, the 27th. Then we also got WWE Edition SmackDown Ring. Not sure when the release date is going to be set for that one, but if you guys haven't seen pictures on San Diego Comic-Con 2025, you guys are definitely missing out. They have so many stuff that was basically sneak peek, and it's looking so sick. Marv talking to exclusive producer on the. I'm glad I see this message now. You put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. I hear you, bro. That was funny, Dave. I needed that laugh. Yeah, I gotta make sure it's working because over here on my phone it was just showing no messages. I love the Piper they announced. Yes, man. Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had such a nice setup for us tonight. I had the video in the background ready to play, and of course the internet decided to act up. But I do appreciate everybody hanging on there and still being here and showing me love. I appreciate all you guys because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for my phone and you guys, I'd be looking crazy. But yeah, I don't know why my internet continues to do this every Thursday. It seems like every time I'm gonna go live, it does this. It doesn't. I restarted it before I went live to make sure it wouldn't do this, and it still lets me down. My mother was a big Hogan fan. She's upset. That was the love of her life. Said she's writing. She said, "Oh, Hulk Hogan. Tú sabes que Hulk Hogan le hicieron una investigación porque había tenido." Yeah, you see, she's like not happy that Hulk Hogan's passing. So she's like, "Oh, they did an investigation and everything." I get that, because at the end of the day, like he did have, I believe, prior neck surgery. And a lot of people are saying, like, what if that was the case? What if that was the reason why this happened? And neck surgery and, the main vein to your heart and everything. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just crazy. Next figure we're going to be unboxing here is a AEW figure. And it is, of course, Series 5, number 40, Hangman Adam Page, the new AEW champion. Had this figure in my collection now since what's the date? Since 2021. And we're gonna unbox this bad boy and add the AEW championship to him because that's one thing that I like to do here on Marvelous Wrestling Collections Collectibles, that if I unbox a figure and he's champion and he doesn't have the belt, then we're gonna put the belt on him. So here we have Hangman Adam Page out the box. Out the box. With the cowboy shit. Whoa, and that mug just flew to the side and was knocking in my face. And of course, sorry Moxley, but you're no longer the champion. We gotta take this championship off you. So we're gonna put on the cowboy. But that's one thing that I like to do here on my wrestling figures. If he's the champion, we're gonna put the belt on him. If he ain't champion, then he ain't gonna have no belt. But if he's a champ, then we gotta put the belt on him. So here we have it. Oh, come on, man. Don't you got a grip, buddy? Don't you got a grip? Get a grip of yourself. You're the champion guy. Okay, there we go. I guess so. I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to see if he keeps it together, but he's so nervous that he keeps dropping it. There we go. I'm gonna move very slowly. So we have Hangman Adam Page for the AEW Championship. He dropped it again, but it's okay. Let me see where the mug went, because as soon as I unboxed it, the mug just flew, almost crossed me across the face. And I was like, oh. Here we have the mug. Got the mug ready. He already tipsy. I don't know how many drinks he had. We have a Hangman Adam Page out the box. I'm afraid to shut. I'm afraid to just close the internet on my computer because I started the live stream from this. So I don't know if I close it out, would it just kick me out automatically on my phone, because I did that before once, and they just completely kicked me out. And I was like, what? Even though I was here live on my phone. So my fear is that I shut it down over here, and then it just shuts everything down. We got Hangman Adam Page out of the box with the championship belt. The new AEW champion. Which I already had a feeling that Hangman was gonna win. A lot of people have been saying that Moxley's gonna depart with AEW. I don't know how true that is. Don't get me wrong. I know WWE is no longer under the same management as before, and we all know that Moxley left because Vince didn't allow him to bleed. Moxley's one of those wrestlers that he likes to bleed when he wrestles. And Vince was like, I'm not really trying to have that. So Moxley was like, okay, no hard feelings. Thank you for the opportunity, but I got to get out of here. I got to go somewhere where, and it's like Moxley said before, the money was good and everything, but the things that they used to make him do, and I don't blame him, man, because when Moxley was around in WWE as Dean Ambrose, the story writing for wrestling was horrible. Even me as a WWE fan for years was kind of losing interest in what was going on with WWE in a way. I was like, I get that Vince is trying to make it kid friendly, but it was kind of getting to the point where it was like, bro, what the fuck am I watching? Like, I felt like I was watching Barney with pro wrestling, And I was just like, don't get me wrong, I get it. No, he doesn't want to drink, so I want to leave the cup because he's getting angry. I get it that, he's trying to make it more kid-friendly. But wrestling is wrestling, If some parents allow their kids to see other men getting beat up and bloody everywhere, then, hey, that's a parent's choice. But to make it more PG and kid-friendly, and, yeah, I was just kind of losing interest into wrestling myself. And there came AEW, and AEW was kind of like we're going to rescue all wrestling fans from this bullshit that's going on with WWE. So, thank God for that, because it kept wrestling alive. And then that's the thing about me. I'm just in generally pro wrestling fan in general. I love wrestling in general. And I watch TNA, I watch ROH, I watch NXT, I watch AEW, I watch WWE. So also LGF. I've been watching LFG. I meant to say. Sorry, I said that all my stuff. LFG. So I keep in contact. I try to stay track with everything, I try to keep in contact. I try to stay with everything, but at the same time, sometimes I'll be like, you know what? It's a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna watch WWE because I don't know. Sometimes it's like a little too much there. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta be like, okay, I like what's going on, but at the same time, if I feel like I'm not into the storyline, then sometimes I don't really watch. But a lot of things have been happening lately in NXT's been sick. We all seen what happened this week with Undertaker coming out and just shutting down Trick Williams. Like, nah, this ain't happening. Okay, so I shut down the thing over here because it was definitely acting up. I just got tired of just the loading, so I shut it down. So I'm gonna see if I go back on it, if it's better now. Maybe that's what I needed to do, and I just didn't see. Paid any mind. So we're gonna see what happens when I get back on. I'm not even trying to That's funny because it says it ended, but yeah, here I am still live, and then you see now it says I'm still live. See? So that means it was definitely acting up. Maybe that's one of the reasons why when I tried to get back on earlier, it wasn't allowing me to get back onto my computer. This is kind of weird. Okay, it says I'm still live. It's loading. Let's see what happens. I don't want to get too excited because You know. I shut down the mic on my computer so that way you guys do not hear me double, because my boy Lemon told me earlier that you guys heard me double. Okay, can you see me? And if you see me double, which one do you prefer? Okay, you see? And there's a reason why I stay here on my phone, because once again, it's lagging. And then it comes back. So then it's like I say, I don't want to just risk it and close it out on my phone and believe that it's going to work on my computer. And then I'm all comfortable talking to you guys and it just starts lagging all over. And as you can see, it's lagging again. So what we're going to do is just shut it down. We don't need it. We're going to stay with this one. And there we go. We're back. You see how easy that was? No stress. No headaches. We're just going to stay with this one. Let me just put this under here. You guys can see me at a good angle. So it's something. There we go. Now moving on. This next figure here that I'm going to show you guys, it's been a long time coming into this collection. I missed out on this first wave of this figure. This figure was so hard to find when he was the AEW World Champion that it was incredible to find the first wave that came out. So I got lucky with the second wave. Like I said, I went to my local Walmart and I was checking out the groceries, decided to check into the toy out, and then bada bing, bada boom. Long story short, found them and I was like, you know what? We're taking him home. When I see figures that I find hard to come across in the wild, I don't think twice. I'll be like, you know what? I found it. I'm not going to miss that opportunity. And sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I was like, okay, I found it. Let me take a picture and post it. And I miss out on the opportunity thinking it's going to be there when I go back, and it's not there. Why? Because not everybody is as gullible and has faith in the toy guys like I do. You know? So I was like, I found it. I'm not going to take that chance. I'm just going to get it. I purchased it. So here we have, without further ado, first time in the Marvelous Collectibles AEW Series 17, number 177, Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland, baby. We got Swerve in the collection. So we're about to unbox this bad boy. But part of me, I don't know, like, I don't want to unbox it, but since the box is messed up, I am going to unbox it. But part of me is telling me that Swerve is going to be in Rhode Island Comic Con. I have a feeling. But hopefully I'll come across this figure again in a better box, because if I do meet Swerve Strickland, I don't want him to sign something that looks busted up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to look at me like, really, bro? You couldn't do better? You want me to sign the busted figure? So finally, welcoming Swerve Strickland to the Marvelous Wrestling Collection. Unboxed. Sick figure, I have to say. Swerve has definitely evolved from his WWE days into AEW. In WWE, he was just an NXT, never made it to the big roster. We see him become AEW champion. We see him do incredible things in AEW. So when I say he has evolved, this man has evolved. So congratulations to Swerve Strickland on his, honestly, his great career, because if he would have never made that step, who knows? But yeah, we finally got Swerve to the collection. Check out the gear. Check out the gear. The gear is so sick. I like how you got, you know, a little custom with the flag there and everything. Tattoos, everything to the T. But yeah, we finally got Swerve to the collection. Yes, sir. And we got one figure left, man. This is a figure that we forgot to unbox last week. There's a figure that we forgot to present. I was so excited about my tattoo, but I completely forgot about this figure. The only reason why I'm really unboxing this figure tonight is also because this figure I got from Mercari, from this awesome dude that I met on Mercari, looked out for me. This box, yes sir, I got a new tat. I posted on Instagram, bro. My son, my 20-year-old son, started doing tattoos, practicing for a while now. He wanted me to be his first guinea pig, or his official guinea pig, so he could do more tattoos on, because I don't mind that at all. So he did a sick tattoo on my leg, bro. So if you check out my Instagram real quick, you'll see the tattoo. I posted it not so long ago. It has to do with pro wrestling. And for it being his first tattoo, and, you know, him practicing for like 2.5 years, my son, not to say like that, but he got the talent, man. It's so fire the way it came out. But yeah, like I said, I forgot to unbox this figure last week because I was so excited and anxious about the tattoo my son was going to do on my leg. And yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. He definitely did his thing. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Let's see, make sure I don't do that. But yeah. This next figure, like I was saying, I forgot to unbox last week. The main reason, like I was saying earlier, I'm unboxing this figure because the box is not in good condition. It is a iconic figure, I have to say, because a figure like this is very rare to come across. But I know with good faith I am going to come across another one, and I will have it in my collection box. So the day that I do meet this man, he could actually sign this figure, and we both could agree that nobody could see him. So yeah, here we have this figure. This figure's sick. Here we have collector's edition. Like I said, the box is all banged up. I had to tape it up and everything, but there's a reason why I'm unboxing it. Now I would have kept it in the box. Collector's edition, John Cena. Check this out. Like, you literally can't see him. Now, what I want to do though for this figure is get clothes. Like, you know how John Cena had clothes, like fabric clothes when the old school figures. I want to come across clothes like his shorts, shoes, hats, so I could put it on this figure. So even though you can't see him, for him to have his clothes on, you feel me? Just like how the box looks. So that's exactly what I want to do. So I've been looking on Mercari to see if I find any clothes from old John Cena figures and be able to hopefully buy them. But yo, these people ain't playing. For the t-shirts alone, they want $20. And I'm like, bro, that's a t-shirt you can put on. $20. Like, come on, bro, I can't put that t-shirt on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they want $20. So I'm like, damn, it's like buying a regular t-shirt. It's crazy. But yeah, I've been looking, and hopefully I do find a set where it comes with the shorts, hats, and a shirt for $20. That'll be fire. Somebody that's down to earth, I'm hoping. But yeah, without further ado, come on, bro, you know I am. Hell yeah, I'm watching SummerSlam. Something's telling me that John Cena is gonna lose the belt, and I'm hoping he don't, man. I'm hoping that John Cena hangs on to that championship for a little longer, because as much as I like Cody Rhodes, and he was definitely a good champion, just glue it. Nah, like, if you know they got the fabric clothes that you could actually, with the Velcro, that you could just close it in the back. Like, if they got the clothes like that, then that's what I'm talking about. I would love to come across John Cena, you know, like Velcro pants. And don't get me wrong, I know people that do clothing for figures. It's gonna be a pretty penny, bro. So I know somebody that I know, if I want to get some custom clothes for this figure, It's gonna cost me like $60. And I'm like, bro, for that, I just keep the figure in the box and dress him. And sell it for like, $250, $220. They're like, whoosh. But yeah, I love the art. So sick. Never give up. Cena Nation. Love that. The box, as you can see, all damaged. It was like that before I even unboxed it. The main reason why I decided to, also this side taped up, as you can see there. Also the main reason why I decided to unbox this figure, even though I did not want to unbox this legendary figure the way it looks. But you know what? There's no going back now. We got John Cena out the box. Comes with 2 heads. Pause. Here we have one. He's just straight mean mugging. And here we have the second one where he's basically screaming his ass off like he's in the toilet. And then we have 2 extra hands. Like I said, just holding this figure is pretty sick, man. 2 extra hands. And here comes John Cena himself out the box. And it's funny because I've seen people that have been doing exactly what I've been talking about, like adding clothing to his to this figure. I like the fact that the cat is see-through. Also sick. But yeah, here we have John Cena out the box. This figure right here is sick. Definitely gotta switch one of the hands out, because both hands is like wide open, like he's about to slap the hell out of somebody. He ain't slapping nobody here. So we got John Cena out the box. Hand right next to himself. Let's see something. Take this head off. Put this one on. All serious. No smiles. Just straight. Military status. Cena. But yeah. Here we have it. John Cena. Collector's edition. Clear version. You can't see him. This figure's sick, I have to say. I had to want to stay on him, but it's cool because we're gonna throw it on backwards thugonomics. But yeah, man, this is a sick figure. Gonna definitely try to work better on this internet, man, for the next week. Hopefully, we don't go through these technical difficulties again, because it's pretty embarrassing, to be on a live stream and having my internet just failing on me every week now. Like, I apologize 100 times to everybody that's tuning in and watching my live stream, but I do also appreciate everybody that stay tuned in and show me love during the hard times in this live stream. So yeah, trust me when I say it's much appreciated. I hope you guys enjoy the live stream like always. Without this, without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. I'm glad you guys also enjoyed the figures that I unboxed here tonight. And if you didn't, then you can kiss my ass because I don't give a fuck. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm just joking. It happens. Yeah, bro, you already know how it goes. Love you, brother. Appreciate you like always, man. But yeah, yeah, man, it's been rough for the past 2 weeks. Every time I go live, I'm so grateful that I remember to go live on my phone. And I do gotta stop cursing. Even though I'll be joking around, I do gotta stop cursing on my live stream, because I feel like that's one of the reasons why YouTube just be like, nah, bro, you need to stop. You need to stop. Like, I had just gotten my, I think it was my last week video, the week before that, I have gotten copyright just because I played something from Stone Cold video from WWE, and it was like 10 seconds of it. And I got this email saying that I got hit with copyright, so I had to dispute it and basically edit the video and take that part out. So basically cut the video off a little bit. And I was like, that's so ridiculous. I get it. I completely understand. But if I'm not making no money out of this and I'm just showing love and enjoying the video and showing it to everybody so they could get familiar with what the figure that I'm adding to the collection to, what basically the figure that I'm adding to the collection comes from, what iconic moment. And I'm getting hit with copyright because I was laughing for 10 seconds, showing love to WWE and to that iconic Stone Cold moment. I like, it's BS, but I get it. But it's like, come on, man. I'm not trying to make money out of WWE. I'm just basically, if anything, profiting into WWE by adding it to my collection and showing them love and basically thanking them for everything that they do to entertain us and as us collectors add to our collection and also from our childhood memories, you know? So it's like, I get it, but it's like, damn. But yeah, man, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live stream. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I hope you guys smash that like button, share it on your platforms, let them know. Your boy Jay, aka Marv, added some more sick figures tonight. We got the iconic John Cena figure. You can't see me clear, boy. My man is clear. Sick figure. We had this figure already in the collection, but you know, we want to show the man love. Shout out to Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, brother. Thank you for all the great memories as a child. We unboxed Jimmy Hart with the sick Hulk Hogan suit, WCW. Jimmy Hart, baby! Love you guys! Thank you for being a fan! But yeah, we got Jimmy Hart. And we also got Hangman Adam Page with the AEW Championship. Also, congratulations to Hangman Adam Page. We got a match coming up with Jon Moxley next week for the AEW Championship rematch. Also, we got Swerve Strickland into the collection. Finally, we got Swerve in the Marvelous collection. So I'm hyped about that. And yeah, once again, to this sick John Cena figure, man. So glad I unboxed it. So glad I got it out, you know, into the collection. If I do come across it again, boxed and in good shape, I definitely will add to the collection. So that way the day I do meet John Cena, can't see me. But yeah, man, thanks so much everybody for tuning in tonight. Appreciate the love. Don't forget to smash the like button. Have yourself a good night. Stay marvelous. Collect what you love. See you guys next week, hopefully with better service. Sorry once again. Much love to everybody. Love y'all all. Have a good night. Thank you again. Making sure I ain't forget nothing. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Peace out, everybody. Love you. Have a good night, man. Appreciate the love.